Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Once again, I'm doing a separate recording for the final Loporrit quest here. Dreams come true. Ooh, earwiggle. Dreaming away his pockets rustle as he moves. Code, I have a task of the most important for you. After our inaugural broadcast, many of the Dreaming Workshop's Loporrits were inspired to share their own histories and aspirations via the radio. It seems the people of the Theres have been listening. We received a number of letters addressed to all in sundry ways, and I haven't been able to stop smiling as I read mine. I'm painfully delighted, yet I'd be doubtless this to be more so had my letter been delivered by a person with theories and flesh. What do you say? I don't believe there's going to be any active crafting for this quest, so it's probably just going to be a epilogue. This is the final Loporrit tribe quest, so letters are for coining way, inventing way, cooking way, and Loporrits of many names. Some of them counseling way, others the voice behind the microphone. There's been carrots. A pity. I do so tirely work to price our merchandise fairly. Listener letter from Atheres with love. What's this? Letter from a Sharialian economist? Oh heavens, it's happening. It's finally happening. Having heard the fascinating tale of their success in establishing a new currency and independent market, my colleagues and I would like to formally invite you to submit our rousing quarterly report. Such a heartwarming letter I've never received. I must pen a reply post haste not to reject my submission. I owe you thanks, Coda. Without your earnest cooperation, the carrot's time to shine may never come. Trust me when I say my gratitude is beyond measure. Inventing way. Hey, Lakota, do you have a loose screw somewhere? No matter, carry on. I carry on regardless. Doubt not this next machine will astound even your adventurer's eyes. A letter from Atheres. Curious. I wasn't aware the post-Moogle teleporters had passed safety inspection. Let's see. Bugger me, these letters are tiny. Why the Rise Guardian restoration covered scrap minimal explosions? See, this information I could surely design a machine or two to assist in the reconstruction. How fortunate they heard my broadcast. It's only a matter of time before my inventions are beloved far and wide. Garlemald, the theories, the universe itself. That's good they've got the, ambition. King Way is next. Can I interest you in a turn of the whisk? We've been overwhelmed by orders of late. What you see behind me is our last way standing. Nevertheless, I'm glad everyone appreciates our Theres-inspired cuisine. Must confess, our word my inclinations still head too heavily towards carrots. And I can hardly ask for this for a lot of other ideas. A listener letter. Fresh inspiration? I certainly hope so. It's from Master Decon himself. What a happy surprise. And he's included a recipe of his own devising. This is precisely what I need to break free from my carrot-based confines. Let me know if this inspires any new dishes, he says. I certainly will, and I hope you'll sample whatever we cook up next. The Ashen for Loporrit. We call him Counseling Way, but his name is still Ashen for Loporrit, and Dreaming Way almost gave a different name entirely. Does that mean they have a different true name? Ah, well met. Can I help you with anything this afternoon? For me, from a person of Atheres, I hope I didn't say something to offend them. First is from a Garlean refugee. I miss my homeland dearly, but your voice reminded me that out there I'm not alone. Thank you for lifting my spirits. This appears to be written by a child's paw. Dear Radio Loporrit, how did you learn to talk to people? You are very good. I want to see to be a radio when I grow up too. They really are listening. I once believed I would never again look forward to tomorrow. Dreaming Way's hope is infectious, isn't it? I owe him and you all more than I can say. I'd like to share something with you, if you don't mind. I've been pondering a new name for myself. My dream may not have changed all that much, but I am certainly a different way than I once was. I was alone for quite some time, you understand, long enough to make me appreciate the value of a kind word. Now that I've returned to the Fluffle, I find myself wanting to speak with your people, my fellow Loporrits, so after some discussion, I have chosen to become Talking Way. I shall be the friendly voice of the people of Atheres, and those a little closer to home. I see him. He must have been considering that a while and dreaming we overheard it. Well, hope you'll consider me a friend too. Oh, look, he's even I just realized he's also wearing the Dreaming Way uniform. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Coda, for your kindness and for listening. I have to admit, the storyline's a bit heavier than I was expecting, that's for sure. With the delivery to your new friend, all the letters have been seen. Dreaming Wheel should be delighted to know the joy which they were received. Here for a chat? Sense of purpose is definitely a pretty heavy subject to go with, especially since, well, this is a case where everything worked out fine, so it's technically speaking a good thing that we weren't forced to, use the, escape route here. I should finish this up before I do that. Oh, oh, slight connection issue. And of course, this happens when I'm recording. Well, I suppose it's better when I'm recording here. Well, I guess this time's for me to, Alright, well, I guess for now, I can go ahead and, well, actually, I can show this here. Character here. I technically have a second one, but that was back when I thought I might need another alt before I realized, oh, this game does not need alts. Because in most MMOs I play, I suffer from a severe case of alt-aholism. By which I mean I basically make an alt of every single job or character type that is allowed, see which ones synergize with me best. And I basically end up switching based on my whims. Alright, we'll give it a wait here a moment. So I guess while I'm waiting, I'll go ahead and continue my thought there, since I got rudely interrupted. Alright, yeah. An existentialism theme is an interesting thing to go about. It's by far not the most original idea, but if handled well, it can definitely get you really thinking, and that's something I liked about Nier Automata. But this one's a bit different because, well, I don't want to spoil that game in a completely unrelated stream, so instead I'll just say, yeah, that one tackled it in a completely different manner here, because in that one, it was, largely a negative thing that led to those events, while here, it was mostly a positive, since, it's good that we didn't have to, escape our home and planet and try and outrun the villain instead of defeating them. However, this means these guys don't really have much of a purpose, since they were created explicitly by the goddess to, ferry humanity to the farthest reaches in hopes we can escape the final boss of Endwalker if we can't defeat them. So it's a bit rough there. It's technically good, but and yet also bad. Weird as that probably sounds to say out loud. And Counseling Way, or I guess Talking Way now, wanting to go back into stasis. Putting them in stasis means staying there basically into a sleep until the goddess awakens them, which they know damn well can never happen. As of the end of Endwalker, Heidelin and Zodiac are both gone. So they're never waking up. The implications are very, very clear there. I did not expect it to go this direction, but then, I guess, with the main story exploring the Fermi paradox, Endwalker is not shying away from some heavy stuff. But I'm glad it did. I think that it's a rather interesting way to go about it. Alright, let's do this here. Coda, were they excited? Delighted? Of course. That's even better than I dreamed. The people of Atheres have been ever so kind. Including those who've yet to listen to our broadcast. According to one of the letters managing we received, word of our station has spread far and wide, and many of your fellows are keen to get their paws with radios of their own. It's little success, I'm afraid. We're able to help. Inventing Ways gathers disciples, and they are all producing radios as we speak. We shall see them delivered to Theres with all speed. Can you imagine the whole star listening to us? That was the big appeal of radio. To be honest, I was uncertain we would ever make it this far. To find new dreams for each and every Loporrit seemed like a monumental task. Even the biggest detractor has joined the team. And look at them now, they've come far, and who knows what they'll dream up next? Of course, as for me, I'm eager to start composing again and get ready to hop along with my next hit. None of our dreams would be possible without you, Koda. On behalf of us, thank you ever so much. And remember, should you want for a friendly ear or well-eared friend, we're always here for you. Tribal quest complete. The Dreaming Ways, reputation up. Experience point bonus upon completing the quest. We'll also learn to your wiggle. And that's it for the Loporrits. But I do have one other reputation to go up. As you can see, Bloodsworn is the absolute highest. But as you see there, there's another one I need to start doing. So let's head to the Sea of Stars. I forgot how expensive Ultima Thule is. I really need to put a star there. Oh well, that's what happens sometimes. Oh right, I forgot to equip the This time I did actually get some fishing gear, as you can see. It's not the best around, just from the NPC shops, but... Oh, not again. I'll have to fix this before the proper stream, but... I suppose better it's happening here during the recording. Alright, I guess while I'm doing this, I'll just have to recap. Oopsie. Of course it does. Well, I wasn't wearing any clothes. Why wouldn't it? Alright. So, just give it a moment here while I... Well, I guess I can talk while I'm waiting here. Alright, as a quick recap... Well, no, I should wait to recap, because it might be easier to wait for me to finish here. Load back in. Alright, never mind. I was going to wait until it loaded back in like last time, but clearly that's not gonna work. Clearly that's what I get for trying to use the shortcut teleporter instead of just flying there like I should. Alright, so... Quick... Alright there, so quick recap. Ooh, that's beautiful artwork. These splash pages are really wonderful stuff. Oh, see, I actually do have my clothes now. I forgot to make a fisher for some reason. Alright, so as a quick recap, the Omicron quest is about restoring the races from the Dead Ends dungeon to try and get them to try and recreate what remains of those worlds that were destroyed before, even if just preserving the memory. And I should really pick these up well below standard. Accordance with the protocol introduced by the fleet-infested manager, the last Dreg's water supply is currently sourced directly from Wellspring and Regret. As organic tendencies succumb to even minor and environmental fluctuations, regular analysis and maintenance is completed. Appropriate sample for analysis. Resident fauna can be used for harmful agents. Grounds for improvement. Coffee. Oh yeah, this is the one to give coffee to the workers. Here we are. But more importantly, we're going to do this quest. And 7000 is not emitting the strained whirring or beeping noises, so things must be going well for the last dregs. This unit is pleased to inform you that the culinary ingredient supply has been stabilized. Relations with reconstructed Corellians are rated as friendly. As conditions for proceeding with the next phase of operations are optimal, this unit has taken liberty of ordering additional customers. Patron 3 and 4 are being transported last dregs, even and as we exchange communication signals. What sort of patrons has Sigma 4 reconstructed this time? We may as well see for ourselves. Okay, this teleport isn't causing any problems, at least. Where sensors indicate that Patron 3 and 4 are quote-unquote around here somewhere. This cafe has a pleasant ambience about it this day, wouldn't you say, Kota? The Corellians aren't even shouting at each other this time. Where are the new customers? Where patrons were seated according with a table with a view protocol in accordance with a salad protocol, which procures satisfaction of 124% among customers to date. Excellent work, unit. It's always better to speak with customers after they've been fed. Oh, it's the fish people. These patrons are of the Gribeloff race, known for its metallurgy. Records indicate the civilization originated amidst the shining blue seas of its home planet, later adapting to life on its landmasses. Thus, the Gribeloff diet includes fish and plant matter. Sob sniffle. Kinda see their eyes in the portals there. Sigh. Nostalgic. Oh dear, the salad's not to your liking. The organic life form's preferences confound this unit's logic circuits. Please provide additional data. In other words, he's asking what's wrong. I hope you want this personally. It's a perfectly lovely salad, only I miss home so much. See, the salad brings back painful memories. Should we get something else, perhaps? All of our friends are dead. Wah. Wait, how about a cup of tea? How much can be done about that? Oh no, what are we gonna do when our customers cry? Cry! We need to catch them before they escape through the portal to another Ostrakon. If we can't cheer them up quickly, their woe will plunge this whole place to despair. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how we can get through that. The fact of the matter is, their planet and their their world and their people have already ended. Even they themselves are simply, well, shadows of the previous self. Longing so for all the fish. Oh, I get it. Instead of so long for all the fish, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. Oh, bugger, where do they go? Audio input registers no whimpering in this vicinity. This unit can only conclude patrons 3 and 4 have utilized the portal to teleport to base Omicron. Curse their advanced technological cohesion board of generations of metaworking innovation. Fear not, anxiety-prone life form. The base Omicron perimeter is perpetually monitored by patrol units. This unit will transmit recorded data of customer interactions to aid direction of rogue patrons. Oh, then what are you waiting for? I probably could have just tried to re-record everything after instead of including the disconnects, but well, this isn't technically a live stream, but I do want my authentic, fresh thoughts, and redoing it, the recording would miss those. Fugitive identification data is transported to all patrol units. This unit will review base Omicron security recordings while you gather testimonial evidence. I suppose we should be thankful it isn't a rogue Omicron we're after. Needle in a haystack, that would be. That's true, these guys will stand out in a crowd once we find them, that is. Subject is able of thought, yet chooses primitive armaments in possession. Further perception required. Fugitive, grab a loft data downloaded, initializing pattern matching sequence, sighting confirmed, last known territory between base Omicron and clouded portal. Target life forms deemed annoying but non-threatening, warranting no interaction. Idling unit. Were anomalous data detected in clouded portal transmission record. Time code suggests these unregistered life forms may be the Gribbleoff Suve we're looking for. Camera recordings confirm Patron 3 ran screaming through base Omicron, followed closely by Patron 4. Did any patrol units provide additional data? Well, yes, actually. Then there was a higher probability the clouded portal was the customer's point of egress. What do their little legs run so fast? Asking for a friend. At any rate, that portal leads to Oscatron Tria. Let us make for the abode of the air. At least there may be more eyewitnesses. Dang, they are fast. You know, I could just teleport here and speed it up a bit. Brew what pains you, meat bags. Go to prepare and massacre meals in a meaningless mush. Perhaps your corporal forms derive pleasure from such a horrific process, but I must admit failure, comprehend the appeal. I was gonna joke before about the Omicron basically being Bender and calling meatbags. I remember to wait, no, the A actually referred to us as meatbags because they've evolved beyond the physical forms. We find the occasional diversion and mute fluctuations of ether, yes, but together a primitive circle of equally barbaric life forms for an empty exchange ritual. What a dreadful waste of time. So basically, don't know, don't care is the reaction I'm getting. Sarcastic, search for those long lost. I have to have known this need, or have I? They cannot have gone much further. Furthest air unit, the rogue customers may be somewhere nearby. If it is indeed the well-armored beings you speak of, they enter our abode crying for water. Incidentally, their crying produced water as well, which must assume why they are carrying on so. Regardless, we told them Wellspring of Regret. Perhaps it brings them spiritual comfort, as we once found in holy places. Perhaps they continue to weep even now. This unit would not venture to theorize. However, projections do indicate that once they locate a water source, they will entrench there. Despite their sophistication, their nature subjects them to certain base instincts. If only they stayed for tea. They must be awfully dehydrated. Come on. Guess while I'm here, I could also fish for that wellspring for the wildlife sample. Right, tripping over my words. At last. Allied units must remain alert to fluctuations in dynamis, engaging spatiotemporal monitoring. Well below standard. Here we are. It's probably gonna have me fish after this. Emotional. How are we gonna break into these guys? Sheesh. Fathomless deep, you fought us all the way out here. Is it is our responsibility as cafe managers, though we underestimated your determination and lung capacity, I must admit, do you feel better now that you've seen water? Query, is the imbecilic life form malfunctioning? This unit lacks many of the traits shared by organic races, but even so, visual data could not be more conclusive. I shan't dignify that as a response, but how do you feel? So bad, then. Yes, bad. We finally escaped those pointy, terrible machines, only to find this. We can't dive in this miserable little puddle. It's barely suitable for dipping. I don't want to be in this strange land. I want to go home, but we've lost so much. Do we finally lose our ocean, too? I'm not certain I understand. Our oceans truly that superior to lakes? Our seas on the moon don't even have water most of the time. Ah, like an old Charlian, big and blue with a horizon all its own. This unit has never seen such a thing. Omicron protocol is to evaporate significant water sources that may be of use to the enemy before landing. So no oceans in Ultima Thule, that's for certain. Even so, there must be something here that brings back pleasant memories of the sea rather than depressing ones. You would know, Coda. What's unique in the ocean aside from, all the water? Sort of smell, the salty sea breeze. That's it. In that case, perhaps we can harness the sense you recall to evoke memories. Relaxing days on the shore. Ah, he's doing something. This unit acknowledges potential for this course of action. Comparison to the data from the Dead Ends records that the Ragnarok shows significant similarities to the chemical composition of the oceans of Atheres and the Gribboleth star. Sea smell it is. Once Coda smells off sufficiently ocean ingredient, I'll sprinkle a delicious dish to raise our customers' spirits. Isolating odoriferous compounds and querying database. Convenient chemical matches found among the life forms present in the Wellspring of Regret. This unit assumes your olfactory senses are sufficient to discern which ones. May this unit once again suggest purchase of gold salmon roe in A for research is scientifically proven effective in attracting organic life forms. I believe that roe is all that's needed for this. Surely we can find some manner of dish to cook with that, perhaps a soup. This unit suggests worrying about that after allied units reconvene at last dregs. Meanwhile, the protocol requires management gently prod the customers till they regain their faculties. A stellar herring. And making the tip glow makes it a lot easier to tell, I'd notice. I mean, it does give you the sound and exclamation point, but it's also nice to have a clear visual indicator. Wildlife sample large. Oh dear, I'm getting multiple wildlife samples. I guess that could be useful for a future copy of the quest, but dang. I could just turn on this quest to remove it from the pool, but the problem is if I do that, I waste the, wildlife sample. Gonna have to abandon this. But I do keep the sample, so I can do this. Okay, then. Yeah, I could rely on RNG, but I'd rather not do that. I'll just pick up the quest again since I still have the item and it'll instantly finish. Or at least it should, in theory. We are still our herring. Right, brewing reputation. That's right, I need to recommend the last dregs to the other races here. And I believe every time I've done this so far, they've all said no. Ruminating dragon. Dost thou speak to me, little one? Pray be silent. I cannot abide the chatter of diminutive creatures. Thou sayest the cafe is bustling. Mere thought of the cacophony raises a bile in my throat. I can probably override best ways with this now that I've maxed this out. Actually, I don't need Kagane anymore. Steve, I'm sorry, you're so kind. Oh. Oh no, not again. You recall the distinct odor of the last stand to old Charlian. Is that the ocean? I'd go for a spot of dinner after so much sprinting. What do you have in mind? Or Cosmo Valentine stabilized. Social acceptability of issuing dinner reservations restored to 100%. Smell the sea even after all this time. Perhaps there was the sea smelled of fish. Yes, definitely the second one. Ingredients confirmed. Loading. Recipe. Huzzah! Time to get cooking. This salty, tangy, vaguely fish aroma. How bittersweet it is. Even these guys themselves are technically just copies of ones that exist in their world. Oh, we finally see them without the mask. They look cat-like? Astounding, it tastes just like the tide. Wait, is that a catfish joke? A varying flavor, weighted, and an accidentally swallowed lungful. Ah, such fond memories, even if they do sting a bit. We had many a good day thanks to our bountiful sea. Or are they seals? They could be harp seals of sorts. If I could go back those times, I would treasure the blessings gave us. I would keep us safe from harm. Incoming transmission from Stigma 4. Observational units report rapid changes to Elysian's landscape. All signs support to Gribolov influence. Really? That bears seeing for ourselves, then. Oh, it's down there. This unit fears for the cardiovascular system of excitable life form and recommends not keeping it in suspense any longer. Hurry, hurry, the Griboffs have already gone. Here we go. It's expanded. Yeah, I think it's now that I can see them front on like that. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be seals of some sort. Oh wow, so this is what their world looked like when it was prospering. Unlike the dead one we saw in the Dead Ends. They were wiped out by a disease, if I remember right. They were unable to find a cure and ended up turning on one another. From their profound love and appreciation, the Gribolof's ocean's been reborn. It'll make a fine home to a myriad of aquatic creatures. There's much yet room for Elysian to grow and change. What other hopes will the power of Dynamis spring to life? Dynamis is truly powerful to make, even if just small ones, simulacrums of the world. Even the Corellians said that their tech was technically a bit old, but it was... They probably remembered that because it was before they became the RoboCop universe, or whatever I compare it to. Maybe it was small in the real thing, but it certainly smelled like an ocean to me, and you see those happy looks in the Gribolof's helmeted little faces. This unit did see and appreciates allied units' assistance in fulfilling his objective. We have land, sea. One does wonder what could possibly come next, not to mention what menu items will inspire. More importantly, this mission is evolving. Analysis of statements made by Gribolov as well as their overall demeanor indicates their memories originated just prior to the star's ultimate demise. Once reconstructed, the individuals initially remained in a state of deep despair over what had befallen their world, and its seas in particular. Via Operation Soup, however, Cafe management restored to them their will to carry on. These events have called this unit to reevaluate the significance of the current mission. Mission significance satisfaction orders are now rated as high. Yet, this unit has unresolved queries. Metaphysically, this unit and other life forms' ultimate Thule are not but simulations, memories reconstructed with Dynamis. Regardless of our actions, can these lives truly be categorized as meaningful? Ooh, now that's a really good question. And not to cut your existential crisis short, Bolthead, we do not have data proving that you're as metaphysically... We do not have data proving you're as metaphysically significant as anyone else. Our customers are affected the Dynamis of Elysian, and that's a fact. You lot may be a little different. Your feelings and hopes, dreams, those are certainly real. Let's get out there and serve the smiles, eh? We can't do without you. Oh yeah, that is true. They're still shaping the Dynamis, despite technically just being shadows of the past. Affirmative. Thank you, Jammingway. Yeah, this is the first time he said that. Best not draw attention to it, just appreciate it and move on. The last dregs. Your reputation is increased to trusted. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do these off recording here. Voices of a distant server. I think I have to complete these, so... Let's go up here real quick before I end it. Yep, here it is, and there's the pathway to the next one. At least this makes a clear goal of where I need to go next to fish. Yeah, it's actually easy to catch these fish when I actually have gathering gear. Who'd have thought, right? Alright. Oh, right, I came here specifically to check this area out. Oh, right, I already have the... These ones smell funny or sniff. Oh, it's a fish. Oh, there's a little spot here. Ah, interesting. Oh, hey, buddy. Ah. So many snacks ripe for the fishing. Honestly, these kind of remind me of the Ancients buildings back in the Final Fantasy VII when we went to see the Ancients. So I guess that place was vaguely aquatic themed itself. But I guess now is a good time to call the stream. Well, in this case, recording. Alright. My VODs will continue uploading like normal, so rest assured. Everything should still be going according to plan. So until next time, thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.